I'd lost the weight, hit my fat loss target, and was in the best shape of my life. Then came the unexpected struggle. For context, the body recomp that stuck for me started after my wife Jasmine was diagnosed with cancer. I wanted to be in the best shape physically and mentally to support her as best as I could. By the end of my fat loss phase, I'd achieved that. I was lean, strong, and fitter than I'd been in years. And I was genuinely proud of what I'd accomplished. But then instead of enjoying it, I sort of spiraled. I think the problem was that when someone you love is facing something that feels totally out of your control, you start looking for things that you can control. For me, that had become health and nutrition, but I fell into the trap of perfectionism, an over the top pursuit of optimization. I become a bit obsessed with the idea of longevity, health span versus lifespan. I spent most of my time reading, listening to the likes of Andrew Huberman and Peter Attia, and I'd slowly adopted this mindset where everything had to be dialed in to the highest possible standard: food, sleep, supplements, everything. Because by doing that, maybe then I could carry on protecting my family in the way I felt I had during Jasmine's treatment. So my habits continued. I kept weighing everything, tracking all my meals, but now the amount of panic if something didn't fit the plan was getting out of hand. From the outside, it probably looked like dedication, but on the inside, I just felt like I couldn't stop. Food that used to bring me joy suddenly became a series of decisions that I was either going to get right or wrong. A meal out wasn't something I looked forward to, it had become something else to navigate. The tracking that had served me so well had stopped being a teacher or a tool and had become a crutch. And the trouble was, nobody warned me that that could happen. My coach at the time didn't flag it or help me transition out of it. And in the end, I had to figure it out on my own while Jasmine and I were travelling, which was pretty tough. That's a big part of why I coach. Tracking calories is brilliant, genuinely useful. It's one of the most effective tools I know for fat loss. But it was always meant to be temporary, a way to learn, not to live. For me, the goal was never to be someone who tracks forever. It was to become someone who doesn't need to, or at least chooses to do so. And that's what I want to help people with.